I didn't allow my disabled neighbor to park in my driveway and getting her car towed, despite the previous owner allowing it. When I bought my first house, the previous owner never mentioned the neighbor situation. On moving day, a silver Honda blocked my entire driveway. The moving truck driver said he had another job and couldn't wait, so I started knocking on doors trying to figure out whose car it was. Fourth house down, a woman around 40 answered. "Oh, that's mine," she said like it was obvious. "Walsh always let me use it since street parking is terrible." I explained I just bought the house and needed my driveway. She sighed hard. "I have a bad knee from a car accident. I'm legally disabled." She pointed to a placard in her window. I needed my furniture unloaded, so I didn't argue. She moved it, but the whole time she's going on about how unfair this was. 2 days later, her Honda was back in my driveway. I knocked, and she acted surprised. "Oh, I forgot. It's been 3 years of parking there." I told her it's my property now. She rubbed her knee. "With my disability, I can't walk 4 blocks from street parking. You're young." I said no. She moved it, but she was pissed. It kept happening, though. Every few days, I'd come home to her car there. Then I started working remote on Thursdays, and that's when it clicked. Women would show up at her house around 11, stay an hour, then leave with fresh hair. Different women every Thursday and Saturday. She was running a whole salon out of her house and wanted my driveway for client overflow. Next Tuesday, her car was back. I called a tow company and went to work. That evening, she was waiting on my porch, absolutely losing it. "That cost me $200. I had to cancel 3 appointments. You're targeting a disabled person." I stayed calm. "You're not disabled. You're running a salon. You want my driveway for your clients." Her face went white. "I have documentation for my knee. You walked 4 blocks from the tow lot fine. I've seen your clients leave with dye jobs every week." She tried saying it was just friends, but her voice was shaking. "Stay out of my driveway or I'm reporting your unlicensed business," I said. Week later, her car was back. I had it towed again. That evening, an older woman knocked. "I'm Diane's mother. Stop harassing my disabled daughter." I explained everything. The salon, the lies, all of it. She got quiet. She told me she stopped doing hair years ago because of her injury. She left looking crushed. Next morning, I heard screaming outside. Diane and her mom were going at it in the driveway. "You called the city? On your own daughter?" A city inspector van pulled up right then. He went inside with a clipboard while they kept yelling on the lawn. 40 minutes later, he handed Diane papers. She read them, and I could see her face just collapse. The inspector left. Her mom got in her car and drove off without even looking at Diane. Within an hour, 3 women showed up and knocked on Diane's door. She wouldn't answer. One of them stood there calling her over and over, looking confused as hell. Her clients were getting ghosted. 2 days later, Diane was loading her car with salon stuff, hair dryers, boxes of product, a portable chair. She made like 4 trips, throwing everything in angry. On the last one, she looked dead at me. I thought she was about to start something, but she just got in and left. When she came back 3 hours later, her disability placard was gone. She parked 4 blocks away and walked back with groceries. No limp, no brace, just walking normal like everyone else on the street. Next week, I ran into Mr. Walsh's daughter at Home Depot. I mentioned what happened and she actually laughed. "Yeah, Dad let her park there because she cut his hair free every month. It was a trade deal, so that's what it was." Diane lost her arrangement when Walsh moved, and instead of accepting it, she weaponized a disability she didn't even have anymore. Month later, I saw Diane loading equipment again. She'd switched to mobile, driving to clients' houses now. She parked blocks away every time, carried heavy supply bags, walked perfectly fine. The whole disability thing had been a scam. She had a real placard from an old injury, but she'd been milking it for years. Last week, she finally looked at me for the first time in months. I was grabbing my mail and she was walking past from wherever she parked. She looked like she wanted to say something, maybe apologize or maybe cuss me out, but she kept walking.